DGRS, Mr. Sachin Sharmaji, Chairperson Sri K. Rajaramanji, all respectable dignitaries on the dais, and dear friends. I am very happy to be present here in this India Maritime Week 2025. This is the platform to celebrate India's maritime strength and future vision. I really giving special thanks to Mr. Sarbanand Sonwalji for the organizing this historical event, which is very important in the development of our country. India's maritime strength is really one of the great strengths for Indian economy. We have 7,500 kilometer long coastline, and it is really an opportunity in my life. When I was Minister of Shipping, we sanctioned the special waterways bill where 110 waterways, the river, the length is 14,500 kilometers, we convert into waterways. We have got 12 major ports and over 200 minor ports. And our ports are doing excellent job. They are in good profits and 100% in the particularly the economics of our import and export. Our major ports role is very important. This is the sector which up till now creates 4 crore jobs. And 95% of the India's foreign trade is with seaways. Water transport is the most cost-efficient and sustainable mode of logistics. This is very important because basically I am responsible for road infrastructure. We have got the good infrastructure, road infrastructure. But as far as the logistic cost is concerned, it is really an important issue for the country. In the whole world, for the development of the economy, the logistic cost is most important. In China, the logistic cost is 8% of the GDP. In European countries and USA, it comes to 12%. And India, it comes to 16%. But now, just 2 months before, I got opportunity to launch the report of KPMG, and that report indicates about the Indian situation that 81% goods traffic is on the road, 1% on the railway, and 18% where the waterways, the sea transport, these are the sector which includes in it. Now the road sector continuously going to increase. This is, as a minister, it will not be appropriate for me, but this is not a good sign. Because using waterways, using water transport is very important. For example, if we are using road, for example, the cost is 10 rupees, for railway it is 6 rupees, and for waterways it is only 1 rupees. Today, we have already developed good highways, and we have also taken decision by particularly changing the fuel. Now we want to convert our transport on electric, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, LNG, electric, and at the same time on hydrogen. The green hydrogen is the fuel for the future. Presently, we have the import of fossil fuel of 22 lakh crores. And today, this is the appropriate time for developing our economy. We need to develop alternative fuel and biofuel. At the same time, we need to develop our water transport. This is one of the crucial and very important thing which is related with the particularly logistic cost, where our ambition is to reduce the logistic cost up to 9%. Now, just I am Bangalore, IIT Kanpur and IIT Chennai, they published their report, and by which they indicate that presently the logistic cost in India is reduced by 5%. It means it comes to 11%. But today the way in which we are developing the national highway, the road, the green highway, the access control highway, I am confident that in the end of December this year, we will reduce the logistic cost into single digit, that is coming to 9%. Just 15 days before, I got one opportunity to launch one big project in Sonipat in Haryana. One of the important and big company in the logistic, particularly in the shipping, Bakshi and Company, they have purchased the electric trucks. And their idea is taking their containers from Mudra, from Kandla and from JNPT by truck directly to Sonipat. And as compared with the diesel, the 115 rupees per diesel, the cost of the diesel is there. And the electric cost is only coming to 10 rupees. They have got the special technology, that is swapping technology, by which they are going to reduce the cost. We have also taken decision to start 10 routes where we are using hydrogen. The Tata, the Reliance, Ashok Leyland, Volvo, IPCL, IOCL, NTPC, they are already contributing their new technology in this project on these 10 routes. The idea is taking goods by using hydrogen, and hydrogen is the fuel for the future. I remember when I was minister, we have tried that time to use methanol, particularly in the marine engine, because ecology and environment is equally important. We have to save the money, we have to reduce the logistic cost, but at the same time, we have to protect ecology and environment. Now, particularly in our ministry, we don't have money problem because we every time monetize our project. And that's the reason that we have too much money. Our problem is not money, our problem is how to make fast expenditure in the road construction. The AAA rating we have to NHI, and Mumbai particularly 6 months before, I got approved to launch our InvIT bond. It was subscribed for 7 days, but first 7 hours in the first day, the bond issue was subscribed 7 times more. Today, we don't have problem. We have projects are ready where we can monetize the project and we get 15 lakh to 16 lakh. But the problem is how we can increase the expenditure, how we can increase the cost of construction, how we can reduce the cost of construction and increase the construction. That is to be very important. Today we are making lot of green express highway from Mumbai to Delhi within 12 hours. Chennai to Bangalore within 2 hours. The 80% road is completed. At the same time, from Delhi to Dehradun in 2 hours, within 2-3 months, we are going to open that highway. So the way in which the road infrastructure we are developing, at the same time we are using alternative fuel and biofuel in place of fossil fuel, that is to be very important. I remember at a time when I was minister, we had taken special cooperation from Cochin Shipyard, and particularly Assam Petroleum, they have manufacturing capacity of 600 ton per day methanol, and we can make methanol from coal. In European countries, already they convert their engines, marine engines, into methanol, and methanol rate is 22 rupees per liter. Somewhere in Indian scenario, it is the time for us that we have to develop our waterways. I remember when I was minister, we taken decision to start RoRo and RoPax. In BPT, it is going up to Alibag. And now the idea was at that time that in New Mumbai airport, we insisted already construction of new jetty there. And the idea was from any direction of Mumbai, we can go within 70 minutes to the airport. And that can be possible. I am really happy that today our maritime sector, which is very important, and Honorable Prime Minister has given the special priority for development of this sector. The ship building is very important and the ship scrapping is equally important. In India already we have got the facility with the international standards and international norms where it is going to create more jobs in the country. It is going to strengthen our economy, and that is the reason that today we need to have more concentration on development of maritime sector in the country. Our ports, the major ports are doing excellent job. Previously it was the draft of only 14 meters, 16 meter. But at that time when I was minister, we taken a decision to make everywhere 18-meter draft. That is very important for economic viability. But the most important challenge for the sector is to create finance. At that time, there was some problem. The Indian flag vessel, they have to pay more. And that is the reason that our industry was facing a lot of problem. The private ports, private shipbuilding industries, their survival was very difficult. Today we need to create a special arrangement about supporting them to create financial institution which can be support them. We have got the Power Finance Corporation that is very useful for power generation companies. In NHI we don't have any finance corporation, but we don't have any problem related with the resources because our economic viability is very good. The internal rate of return in the project is very good. So that's the reason that all banks and the people who are ready to invest in NHI. Our income is now 54,000 crore per year. And next 2 years, it will go up to 1,30,000 crore. And by monetizing that, there is no problem that we can raise the fund. But somewhere in the maritime sector also, we need to think on the line that how we are going to make availability of capital, particularly for the ships and particularly for this sector. The strength of 12 major port is good. At the time when I was minister, the profit of JNPT was 1800 crore. And the total profit from the major port was going up to 6,000 crore. Somewhere at that time we have decided a new project, Sagar Mala. The costing of the project was 16 lakh crore and the budget for the ministry was only 900 crore. But we use the port's strength, and today I am happy that more than 7 to 8 lakh crores project we have already completed. So we need to understand how we can create the finance. And without credibility and without economic viability, no one is going to support us. And that's the reason that we need to have plan for very, very simplify economic mechanism by which we can raise the funds and create the confidence in the mind of the people. We need transparency, time-bound decision-making process, corruption-free system, and fast-track decision-making process. This is very important. Without that, no one will invest. And without economic viability, we cannot attract the investor to this sector. Today, the huge potential which is available in this sector, it is the time that we need to plan some new economic viable models. It will not be appropriate for me to give you the suggestion because I am also part and parcel of the cabinet. So it will not be good for me. But we can make some new models by which it can be friendly to the investor, by which we can raise the funds. I am really happy that today our infrastructure is moving very fast. The water, power, transport and communication. Without that, we cannot get investment and industrial development and development in trade and business. And without that, we cannot create jobs. And without create jobs, we cannot eradicate the poverty. So creating jobs to the Indian youth is the most important economic policy for the government. And this is the sector where it has got the huge potential. Only the problem is that we need to plan some innovative models by which we can raise the funds. I am really happy at the time. I have taken one experiment. I was feeling that was very good experiment, but after that, it was to become a problem. From JNPT, we construct a big road, the 6-lane cement concrete road from NHI, and at that time the road ministry and shipping ministry both was with me. So I decided to use the strength of the JNPT and asked them to raise the fund in dollars. The Singapore bank, the DBS bank finances for that with 2% interest. So my feeling was really it's a good project. We are saving interest cost by 6%. But dollar rupees fluctuation create lot of problem after that. Today NHI has taken that project back and returned the money to the banks. So 100% somewhere in the dollars we can accept the investment, but we have to making the hedging for that. Without that, it cannot be given us good positive support for development of our industry. I am really happy that today lot of world investors, they are very much interested, keenly interested to invest in India because our returns in percentage is good. And that's the reason that we need to fix up the mechanism that we are going to accept the investment in dollars, how we are going to hedge it. This is the time, particularly for the metro rail, we have taken a lot of finance from Japan. And the yen is a very strong currency. But at the same time, the hedging is there. It's a guarantee from the government. It is the time that I will discuss with Sonwalji that how it can be possible to create more capital for development of this industry. There is no doubt about the economic viability. Only the credibility we need to create. Without credibility, we cannot get finance. The technology is important, but the credibility is the most important particularly in the now today's economic development. Without credibility, we cannot raise the funds. And Indian maritime sector has got the huge potential and a previous record of good economic profits. Our Indian companies are also doing excellent jobs. We are developing new ports. We want to develop waterways. At the time when we have developed the waterways from Varanasi to Haldia, it is to be one of the successful projects. And after Haldia, just going to Brahmaputra, where we have already at that time with the cooperation of World Bank, we completed dredging. At that time, the Bangladesh Prime Minister requested me to, if you can possible, make dredging of Brahmaputra in Bangladesh up to Mungli port. We have taken the decision for supporting Bangladesh and 240 kilometer Brahmaputra, we have made dredging in Bangladesh to create that facility. Somewhere I feel that the new technology is now developed. Now a lot of new technology, by using that technology, new dredgers are available. But at the same time, we need to develop goods transport as well as passenger transport. We are already making one multimodal hub in Jogidopa, where already water port is there, the airport is there, the railway station is there, and national highway is there. The multimodal hub is there. So in different parts of the country, we are now making satellite ports. That is very equally important for attracting people particularly for the water transport. Huge potential is there, but we need to create credibility and confidence in the mind of the investor. Today, the report which is published is very important. It is the report, the title is Uniting Oceans, One Maritime Vision. That is India Maritime Stripes. I feel that this detailed study is very important because without study we cannot have economic viability, and without economic viability we cannot develop good business. I am really happy that today the way in which this report has already have the research of this industry from last many years, it is very useful for the future. The futuristic vision for development, futuristic technology, and futuristic developmental approach of the government is the need of the hour. In this report, particularly, the suggestion which is already there in the report, 100%, our Ministry of Shipping and Government of India and our Prime Minister will also consider all these suggestions, and we will try to make this industry strong. The future of this industry is very bright, very good. I am very much positively confident about it. We are spending 2,80,000 crores only for making roads for the ports, port connectivity. Already 60-70% work is completed. So I am confident that today this is going to change the future of Indian economy. The maritime is really one of the important sector which is going to reduce our logistic cost, which is very important for export and our imports. By this report will guide us, will inspire and motivate us for making futuristic policies for that. I am really happy that this convention is going to helpful for all of us, making India economically strong. Once again, I am giving thanks to Shipping Ministry and also inviting me for this program. Once again, my best wishes and support is with Ministry, and giving my special thanks to all of you for your great future. Thank you very much. Namaskar.